Well, after traveling full time around these states for 4.5 years, full time in Jeeps, and I say Jeeps because I had another Jeep before that one, and a school bus, my new adventure and new chapter of my wonderful life is about to begin now. That's right, I'm here with my Jeep now. As you guys know, a friend of mine that has this property I've been using as my home base for the last couple of years. And well, today I have come back to his property to pick up my Jeep and pick up a whole bunch of, and I'm saying a whole bunch of, because my wish list was pretty much wiped out. And on my Amazon wish list, it was a bunch of things I needed for this new adventure. And my new adventure is, I now have 40 acres of land somewhere in this country. And I am about to start a new chapter in my life of off-grid living and homesteading on this land. So I'm excited to do this video today because I've arrived at my friend's place to pick up my Jeep and some of my stuff to take back to the new property. And well, it feels like Christmas today. Alright, so like I was saying, this is my friend's house that he has on his off-grid property. My amazing friend that has been letting me use his place as my home base for the last couple of years. And the room that we're in right now to his house, and yes, his house is kind of off the grid also. This is his pool room. And oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start right now. So I had my Amazon wish list, and on my Amazon wish list, I just started adding all this stuff on there when I got the new property and everything. I started just adding all these things on my Amazon wish list for things that I knew that I was going to need for the new property and everything. And oh my God, like I feel like it's freaking Christmas right now. Like you guys can't even see all the stuff. All you guys see right now is what's here. But there's stuff over here, there's stuff over there, there's stuff over there. It is crazy. So, huge thank you to everybody that just wiped out my Amazon wish list, because it pretty much got wiped out. So, I wanted to do a video of unboxing all these amazing gifts from my wish list, because we can no longer send personal thank yous to people when they buy us stuff off of our Amazon wish list. So I wanted to be able to do a video thanking each individual person that bought all this stuff for me. But I also will not be saying any names or anything like that, because a lot of people like to remain anonymous. So if you're watching and you bought me one of these items on my wish list, you guys are amazing and lifesavers. So highly appreciate that. So I'm excited to open up all these gifts right now and get to share it with you. It's the first part of this new journey, because all this stuff is things that I need for the new property. Okay, of course I know, because if I have a video without this beautiful face right here in it, you guys are going to be like, where's the little one? Here she is. And later on today, we actually have to drive and take her to her veterinarian appointment. So we will be going to have an appointment with her doctor today. So say hello. All right. So let's get into it. I don't even know where to start, so I'm just going to start. So I had a bunch of cans of tuna on my wish list, because I do try to put smaller items on my wish list a lot of times for like smaller, cheaper items for people that do want to buy me a gift and they just don't have a lot of money to spend. But, you know, it makes people feel good when they can buy a gift for somebody. So I do have smaller, cheaper items on my wish list that I always keep on there for people that just want to buy me a gift but they can't afford something bigger. But I'll tell you, I do use those smaller, cheaper items. I eat a lot of tuna. You guys have seen it in my videos. So I got a whole bunch of tuna. Let's just say I'm probably good on tuna and crackers for the rest of the year. So I have cases of my favorite crackers and cases of my albacore tuna. And this is just one case of the crackers. So these are my favorite crackers, the Nut Thins flaxseed crackers. I'm good on crackers and tuna for the rest of the year. Yep. All right, let's open up this box. This box is, I don't know if you guys can see on camera. Bam. These are a case of mason jars right here. So, because I am going to have a food pantry and everything at the property and stock up on, you know, food. And these will come in handy for that. So, case of mason jars. And I'm glad this little box is right here, because this is a mason jar vacuum sealer. So it'll seal those tops on the mason jars airtight. So this is another gift, is the vacuum sealer. And just want to let you guys know also, when you guys do buy an item off my wish list, I do know who it comes from if you guys leave a little note with the gift. And they do send, I'm going to cover up the name, they do send the little note in each box with the gift. So I can read what you wrote and I can see who it's from. This is a cast iron casserole dish. I didn't even know that they had cast iron casserole dishes until I saw it on Amazon. This is going to come in handy because one of the things I miss cooking, because you guys know I love to cook. I did publish a cookbook. I miss cooking casseroles and stuff like that, and my lasagna and everything, because I don't have an oven on the bus. So this, I'll be able to make my casseroles, lasagna, and stuff like that, and then I'll just be able to put it on the grill, and my grill will act as the oven. So, thank you to whoever got me this. Appreciate it. Yay. I hope you got a cookbook. Okay, I know what this is. I'm not really going to open this up. Actually, I'm going to leave it in the package because I've got to pack all this stuff up in the vehicle. So this is a North Face jacket that I had on my wish list. This is going to come in handy for the winter because the new property does get a lot of snow. So this is going to be good for the winter time and keep me nice and snuggly and warm. So thank you so much for this North Face jacket right here. I thought that's what that was. Okay. Maybe there's two of these. Huh. Okay, I only had... Why is it in two different packages? Oh, never mind. Okay. This is a wool blanket that I had on my wish list. Nice wool blanket. Because we all know wool keeps you nice and cozy and warm during the winter. So, this wool blanket I will definitely be using on top of my comforter to keep me warm. So thank you so much. Oh, I'm excited for these. I'm not going to take these out either, but I am going to be doing a lot of work on the property. So, meaning yes, I'm still going to be doing a lot of work when it's going to have a lot of snow up there. So, these are Carhartt insulated overalls. I'm so excited for these. I've been wanting a pair of these for a while, actually, even way before I got the property. So, these are insulated overalls. And if you're familiar with the brand Carhartt, you know it's a very good brand. So, these will keep me nice and warm when I want to walk outside and go do some things in the snow. Oh, I'm excited for these. Very excited. Okay, and this, I know what this is. This is the mini, oh, it comes with gloves and everything. That's pretty cool. This is a mini chainsaw right here that I had on my wish list also. And the mini chainsaw is basically, because I've talked about getting a wood burning stove. And with me having a wood burning stove, I'm going to have to be able to chop up the wood and cut up the wood and everything. I have talked about this in my videos before. I have carpal tunnel in both of my hands. So doing a lot of work with my hands, like chopping with an axe and stuff like that, can aggravate my carpal tunnel in my hands. So I figured having a mini chainsaw, which this was very high reviewed, great reviews and everything, that's going to help me be able to chop up the wood for the wood burning stove instead of me always chop, 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 you know. So that's that. Then I got some propane canisters. Oh, this is from my jet boil. So these are propane canisters for my jet boil. And then speaking of, you know, chopping up wood and stuff like that, because, you know, when we get wood brought over and everything, we still have to make kindling, you know, with the wood and stuff. So that comes in with me trying to chop up that kindling and stuff too. I did have this wood chopper block right here on my wish list, and somebody bought me that too. So this will come in handy to, pretty sharp. You put the wood in here, and then you just tap it on the top, and it gives you kindling. So that's exciting too. Just want to let you guys know too, real quick, I did do research on all these products before I added it onto my wish list. So, meaning I looked at reviews, I Googled what was the best wood chopper thing, what was the best mini chainsaw, you know, so I did do my research on each individual items. This right here is my friend's doggy. His name is Archie. He's such a good boy. He's not little, but he's a good boy. And this is little one's best friend right here. He is also a senior dog. So, but he's a good boy. I don't know if you guys can see him, but you guys know how I feel about dogs. So, this is Mr. Archie. A good boy. Okay, I gotta get back to work. Alright, so, this. I was wondering what this is. I'm not going to open this either, but these are a pair of fleece-lined pants for the winter. You guys are going to see a little theme going on here with a lot of this stuff. Because the property does get a lot of snow, it is at higher elevation. I've never lived in snow before, so one of my biggest concerns right now is trying to prepare me and my living situation for the winter and all the snow. So that's, you're going to see a lot of these items are specifically trying to prepare myself for all the snow. So, let's see, over here. I know this just looks like a plunger, but it's not. I mean, it kind of is. Because, you know, part of homesteading and everything is all about trying to stay off the grid and trying to be self-sufficient and minimize your bills and your money situation and everything. So, I plan on not doing the laundromats anymore. You know, you think about it, laundromats, it adds up. Every penny adds up. So, I'm going to be washing my own clothes from now on. So this plunger is a mobile washer plunger. So basically, I'll be using this inside buckets. I'll have my clothes in the buckets with a laundry detergent and you know, then clean water and all that stuff. And I'll just be washing my clothes with this. So, thank you. Alright, I'm not going to pull this bad boy out of the box right here because, well, it's a little too difficult to do that. And, you know, I do have to take all these packages back to the new property. So, I'm going to keep some things in the box. This right here is a 15-gallon gas can. It actually comes with this pump right here. It's kind of like a gas pump. So I actually should have showed this a little later after another item, but we'll go ahead and get into it. Because I kind of know what a lot of these things are because I saw it missing from my wish list. But anyways, this gas can right here is going to hold diesel. That's what it's going to hold. And I don't know where the other item is for this, but we will find it. So that's going to hold diesel. This canister right here. This canister right here. And then this big box that it was sitting on top of has a couple more of these canisters in it. This will be used for my dry food. It is airtight and it'll hold up your dry food for a long time. It is also, you could use it for like pet food and stuff like that. It really is for pet food, but it's also rated for regular dry food too. So this will have like, because I eat a lot of rice, so this will have like rice in it. And the other ones, I'll figure out what will go in there and everything. So, inside the canister does have some more gifts because my friend here that owns this property was nice enough to set things up for me a little bit to make this video right here. So, this another pair of pants. So, whoever got me the green pants, thank you. Thank you. This right here is an extra top to my water bottle that I use. My spray bottle that I use to wash my dishes, brush my teeth, and all that. That's how I conserve water, is I use a spray bottle. And sometimes after using it for so much, this top part will kind of break. I mean, my other bottle, it lasted me probably a good 3 years before I had an issue with this. But it was the best spray bottle I've ever used, and I swear by that spray bottle because you pump it like that, and it pressurizes the water, which is good for washing dishes and everything. So you can buy the top separate, And so I had this on my wish list, so thank you to who got me this also. Oh, these are snow pants. These are snow pants that look kind of big, but they're snow pants, you know. So these are for like skiers, you know, that go skiing and stuff. They are insulated on the inside and everything. So nice snow pants. They attach at the bottom. So that will be good for the snow and everything too. These are so cute, actually. These are really nice. I don't know if I'd want to mess these up with the snow. These are cute. So thank you. Okay. Not really. Oh, I know what that is. Alright, I know you guys have probably been eyeing this one right here. Pretty sure you guys have. Right here at the bottom. I'm so freaking excited for this right now. So excited. If you guys have followed the channel for a while, then you guys know that I have been struggling every single year that I've been on the road during the summer times. Last year, because I just recently got the school bus that I've been living in right now, last summer was the first summer in the school bus. And I did okay in the school bus, you know, last summer because I was up in the Pacific Northwest and I went to higher elevations up north and everything. There were a couple of days that were just a little bit too much on me and my dog, you know, with the heat. So summer times have always been a huge, huge issue for me. I mean, over the last couple of years that I've been traveling, the heat, because especially when I was living in the Jeeps, the heat was getting to me so bad. I literally would stop and I'd go visit my aunt in Texas, or I'd get a cabin somewhere with AC. My dog, she cannot handle the heat whatsoever. And to watch her pant really, really bad in the heat breaks my heart, you know. And now she has all these health issues. So I have to keep her as comfortable as possible. So, dun-da-dun, big reveal. After doing tons of research, because we all know that air conditioners are probably some of the highest powered, big wattage things out there, especially for RVs and stuff like that. So I did tons of research because, yes, I have solar, I have lithium batteries, an inverter and all that on my school bus. But even with having the solar and all that stuff on my school bus, a lot of AC units would just drain the batteries. So after doing so much research on AC units, this seemed to be the best one. This one draws, I want to say, 45 to 50 watts of power. And it is a portable AC, so meaning I'm not going to have to cut any holes in my roof or on the side of my bus or anything. This is the Zero Breeze Mark III AC unit. And I'm not really going to pick it up. You guys can kind of see. I'm going to do a whole video when I take this out and install it on the bus and everything. Perfect timing to get this AC unit right now because it is the beginning. Summer's almost here and it's already hot. So I'm very excited about that. And with this portable AC unit, it came with an extra battery. You can get, I think, up to 3 extra batteries with this for their package deal. But I got just one because I think I could make it with just one. So, game changer for me right here. I'm so excited to get back to the bus, and the first thing I do is put this on the bus. So, I have AC now for the bus. Yay. All right. Sure what that is. Okay, so here's this other thing. I'm not going to take this out of the box either. I'm going to leave it in the box. But this is a hand wringer. This is like the instructions for it or whatever. So a hand wringer, this is going to go with me washing my own clothes. So you just slide your clothes through the little wringer. And, you know, kind of like how the Amish do it when they wash their clothes. And it'll squeeze all the water off of my clothes, and then I hang them up. So this is what this is right here. Obviously, when I do my first time of washing my clothes off the grid, I'll do a video on that, and you guys can see this whole system. So I'm excited for this. So thank you so much for the person that got me the wringer for my clothes. So this goes with me putting those smaller, cheaper items, you know, on my wish list and everything. And I eat a lot of rice, and my favorite rice is the basmati. I probably said that completely wrong, but it's that one. That's it right there. So all this rice is gonna go in here, and I got a whole case of. And when I say case, I mean it's a really big box of this rice. So I think I'm good on rice probably for the next year and a half. What's all this? Did this come with the boxes of rice? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So this is insulation tape. So this all goes with me preparing for the winter. So this insulation tape that I have right here, I'm actually going to wrap around my water hoses and all that stuff that are inside the school bus, and maybe the water tank that I eventually get for the property and everything too. So that's what this is for. It's insulation tape that you wrap around pipes and stuff like that. So I figured this would be good for my hoses, because I technically don't have pipes with my water jug system. They're hoses. So I figured this would be good to wrap my hoses in. So, thank you. What is this? Here, do you mind? Oh, got it. Right here.
Oh, here.
Thanks.
Sharp.
All right.
Real sharp.
Oh, I think I know what this is now. Yep. Okay, so it isn't. Yes. This goes with my cooking, because you guys know I eat a lot of Asian food. I like to cook a lot of Asian food, hence the rice. This is a stainless steel non-stick wok. I've always wanted a wok. So I'm so excited for this right here. So this is a really nice wok. Thank you so much to the person that got me that also. Okay, I did this already. Okay, so the canister I showed you guys, the 15-gallon gas can that I said is going to hold diesel. Obviously, my bus is not a diesel bus. My Jeep is not diesel. So, what could that be for? Something a lot of you guys have been telling me for years to get on my vehicles. A diesel heater. I finally broke down, put a diesel heater on my wish list, and I have a diesel heater. Now, the diesel heater that I got was one of those other items that I did a lot of research on. Because, yes, you can get really good diesel heaters for like a couple of grand. You can get cheap Chinese diesel heaters for like $100. But I heard those cheap diesel heaters for $100 you have to replace like every year. And I didn't want to have to do that. So, I did a lot of research. I watched a couple of videos where some YouTubers compared like 5 or 6 different diesel heaters. So I'm not going to take the diesel heater out of the box, but the diesel heater that I went with was the LF Bros diesel heater. And it had very high reviews. Those YouTubers that did the comparison of the really expensive diesel heaters and the cheap ones, and then the LF Bros, because the LF Bros is just like a couple $100 for the diesel heater. Everybody seemed to be happy with this LF Bros one. The LF Bros has like about 3 or 4 different types of diesel heaters, but the one diesel heater that I got is for high elevation. They make a diesel heater specifically for high elevation. When I install this on the bus, I will definitely do a video of that also. Obviously, I'm not in a rush to do the diesel heater on the bus right now because, well, summer's here. So, I will do a whole entire video when I install it on my bus, and we'll talk about the diesel heater and what you should look for and all that stuff. So, diesel heater, I finally have heat for the winter and AC for the summer. I feel so spoiled now. Those were just, let's face it, those 2 items are things that I absolutely needed since day 1 of traveling. And now I have it 4.5 years later. So thank you to the person that got me the diesel heater also. Okay, so you guys know I use a Compost toilet in my school bus. It is a Compost toilet. So the way that system works, or at least it works for me with my toilet, is when I go take number 2 in my toilet, I use wood shavings. A lot of people, when they have the Compost toilets, that's what they use, is the pine shavings and the wood shavings and everything. I've been buying all my pine shavings from Walmart, and I've been buying the pine shavings in the pet department and everything that people use for like hamsters and stuff like that. And, you know, when you buy the bags, even the large bags from Walmart that are about this big, I want to say they're like $5 or $6 for the bag. I mean, you think about it, it adds up. So, after doing a lot of research, I found, oh my God, these big bags of pine shavings right here on Amazon. $30 for this big, huge bag right here. And I did the math from buying the small bags in Walmart and how much they last me and how many pounds they were and all that stuff. And this is actually, to get the pine this way in these big, huge bags, is saving me a little bit of money already also. So I have these on my wish list. I had a few of these, and somebody bought, I think I had 3 of these on my wish list. So somebody bought all 3 bags of these. So I think I'm good on pine for a little while too. So that saves me a lot of money. And let's see. Oh. This is going to be something else I'm not going to take out of the box. So, when I first announced that I got property and was going to be doing homesteading and all that stuff, of course, a lot of people in the comments left their suggestions on what I should get and what I need. And I welcome everybody's input and suggestions and opinions and everything. I'm not one of those people that are going to be like, oh, are they trying to tell me what to do? You know, so this is all new to me. It's all going to be a learning process for me. So I welcome any opinions that you guys have or suggestions that I should do to the land or items that I need. A lot of you guys, a lot of y'all, definitely made this suggestion right here, which I had already planned on it. Rain catchment. I will be doing the rain catchment thing, you know, when it rains, collecting the rainwater and using the rainwater. that'll save me a lot of money, you know, from getting free water from Mother Earth. So, I got 2 of these. There's poles and everything in here. I can see that's why I don't want to take everything out. I want to leave everything together. These are rain catchment barrels. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, that's a weird looking box for it to be a barrel. Well, that's because it is a heavy material. Very heavy material. Like very heavy material. And it rolls up. But, you know, for it to be a barrel, I'm going to unroll it and open it up. And I'm guessing that's what these poles are for, is the poles hold it intact. So, somebody got me 2 of these, because that's all I had on the list at the moment was 2 of these. Because I don't want to go overboard of just starting to put all these things on my wish list because I think I might use it, or I think I might need it, or because some other person I saw that does homesteading on YouTube had it and I might get it. All these things right here that I put on my wish list, I know that I am absolutely going to use. I don't want to make any rationalized decisions. I don't want to put stuff on my wish list that I'm not really sure of, that maybe, you know, because I don't want anything to go to waste. So yeah, 2 of these. I think that might be it, actually. Yeah, I think that might be it, actually. So, oh my goodness. So many things. I know what a lot of you guys are probably going to do right now. You're probably going to finish watching this video, go over and check out and see what I have on my wish list right now. But at the moment, I do have my wish list turned off. I have it on private right now. A, because there's really nothing left on there anymore. But B, because I am here at my friend's property that goes and checks my P.O. box for me and gets all my packages for me. I'm here picking up my stuff, taking it to the new property, and I wanted to turn my wish list off right now because I didn't want any other packages arriving here after I've come here and got all this stuff right here. But I will be turning it on within the next couple of weeks, and I'll figure out some more things that I possibly could use maybe for the homestead. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments, because this is all a new thing for me and it's all a new learning process. So if you guys can think of anything else that would come in handy for off-grid living, homesteading, any of that, drop it in the comments and I'll check it out for sure. So thank you. Huge thank you to everybody that got me all these amazing gifts. I have to say, I told my friend, I said, oh my God. I said, I think these is the most gifts I've ever gotten in my whole entire life. Even as a kid. Like, this is definitely the most gifts I've ever received. Ever. And you guys know I'm so appreciative for all of y'all's support. Not just from buying me the gifts, but for watching my videos, liking my videos, just being subscribed to the channel. All of that helps. And just want to say I could not be doing this without you guys. This helped me out tremendously because this just saved me a whole lot of money by everybody buying me these gifts right here. And that helped me out tremendously. So huge thank you. Thank you. And well, time to pack all this stuff up, load it up in the Jeep in my friend's truck, and head to the property. Can't wait till you guys see it. Till next time. Okay, guys, I did forget one item. I bypassed this one. So this is an important item, most definitely. And this is another item I had on my wish list, obviously. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but about a year and a half ago, if you guys have followed the channel that long, Do you guys remember the time I was in Arizona and I was hiking through these woods and I was filming while I was hiking through these woods and I stepped right on a rattlesnake and caught it on camera? Yep, there's a whole video of that where Sarah stepped on a rattlesnake hiking through the woods in Arizona. So, because where our property is, it is still considered the desert. It is the high desert where we are. So, meaning desert, meaning snakes. Meaning possibly rattlesnakes. So, I had to put that into consideration. So, I got a snake catcher. Look how big this thing is. It's huge. So, if we see a snake on the property, we have this huge, and I have this sitting on the floor, standing on the floor right now. I'm 5'5", and this is almost my height right here. So this is a nice length to catch that snake with this. So this will be me when I'm trying to catch a snake. I'm going to be holding it out and probably screaming, ah, getting the snake, but you know, it's going to work. It's better than just having the snake crawling around the property. So, whoever got me this snake catcher grabber thing, thank you. And I think this might be it for now. So, that's it. Thank you guys again for all the gifts. Thank you.